gamers. Welcome back to EPG-Every Platform Gamer, the channel where we cover gaming news and do deep dives across PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, PC, all of it. Forza Horizon 6 arrived in 2026 as both a continuation and reinvention of one of gaming's most beloved racing franchise. Developed by Playground Games and published by Xbox Game Studios, it represents not just another sequel, but a culmination of over a decade of iteration on what was once considered a spin-off experiment. This review explores the game holistically, its gameplay systems, narrative approach, graphics and cultural ambition, while also examining the broader legacy of the Horizon series and its developer. At its core, Forza Horizon 6 retains the series' defining philosophy: freedom in an open-world driving sandbox. However, this entry significantly reworks how players engage with that freedom. Instead of starting as an established Horizon superstar, as was the case in Forza Horizon 5, the player begins as a tourist arriving in Japan, aspiring to eventually join the Horizon Festival. This shift reframes progression entirely. The familiar wristband system returns, but it now feels more purposeful, tying advancement to personal discovery and participation rather than pure event completion. The gameplay loop is broader and more socially integrated than ever. New features such as car meets and shared world drag events allow players to organically encounter others without loading screens, creating a persistent, evolving community space. Meanwhile, modes like Touge Battles, clearly inspired by Japanese street racing culture, bring a sharper focus to technical driving and head-to-head mastery, contrasting with the spectacle-driven races of previous entries. There is also a notable push toward personalization and expression. Systems such as Estate allow players to build and customize a physical space in the world, effectively extending the sandbox beyond driving into lifestyle simulation. Forza Horizon 6's most defining feature is its setting. Japan is not merely a backdrop, it is the conceptual centerpiece of the entire experience. The game spans an expansive, stylized recreation of the country, including Tokyo's neon-lit urban grid, winding mountain passes, coastal highways, and rural countryside. This diversity is not just visual, it influences gameplay rhythm, encouraging different driving styles depending on geography. Playground Games has emphasized authenticity, consulting with cultural experts to ensure the world reflects Japan's blend of tradition and modernity, where shrines, workshops, and arcades coexist in close proximity. Tokyo itself is treated almost like a central character, its scale, reportedly far larger than any other city in previous entry, introduces dense urban racing at a level never before seen in Horizon. The inclusion of cultural systems such as the collection of journals, inspired by Japanese stamp collecting traditions, reinforces the idea that exploration is not just mechanical but emotional. Forza Horizon 6 represents a leap forward in graphical fidelity thanks to its focus on modern hardware. The game features advanced rendering techniques such as ray trace reflection and global illumination, alongside support for modern upscaling technologies like DLSS and FSR. These enhancements result in environments that feel both richly detailed and dynamically alive. Seasonal changes, already a hallmark of the series, return in a more dramatic form, altering not only visuals but atmosphere and driving conditions across the map. From cherry blossom trees drifting across springtime roads to snow-covered alpine routes accessible year-round, the world constantly evolves. The sheer scale is also unprecedented. The map is the largest in the series, combining density with breadth in a way that makes earlier entries feel comparatively constrained. Forza Horizon 5, set in Mexico, pushed the series forward with its expansive environments and polished systems, but it largely refined rather than reinvented the formula. Forza Horizon 6, by contrast, feels more transformative. The biggest difference lies in progression and tone. Horizon 5 positioned the player as an established star from the outset, while Horizon 6 returns to a grounded journey of ambition and discovery. The world design also reflects a significant evolution. Mexico's landscapes were broad and varied, but Japan's design focuses on density and contrast, particularly in urban environments and tightly packed road network. New social systems, cultural mechanics, and racing modes further differentiate the experience, making Forza Horizon 6 feel less like an iteration and more like a redefinition. To understand Forza Horizon 6, it is essential to recognize the history of Playground Games and series itself. Founded in 2010 in Leamington Spa, Playground Games quickly established itself as a premier developer through its collaboration with Turn 10 Studios on the the original Forza Horizon in 2012. At the time, Horizon was conceived as a more accessible open-world alternative to the simulation-focused Forza Motorsport series. What began as a spin-off experiment gradually grew into a dominant force in racing games. Each successive title expanded the formula, moving across global locations from Colorado to the UK to Mexico, while refining mechanics like dynamic weather and shared online worlds. By the time Horizon 6, the balance of power has shifted. Horizon is no longer a companion series, it is effectively the flagship racing experience for Xbox, with resources and innovation reflecting that status. While Forza Horizon has never been heavily narrative driven, Horizon 6 introduces a more defined thematic arc. The player's journey from outsider to participant mirrors the experience of cultural immersion. It is less about scripted storytelling and more about creating a sense of belonging within the world. This approach aligns perfectly with the Japanese setting, emphasizing discovery, respect for place and gradual mastery. Playground Games now stands at a pivotal moment. Alongside Forza Horizon, the studio is also developing a reboot of the Fable franchise, signaling its ambition to expand beyond racing. For the Horizon series, the future is likely to continue its global approach. While no official setting for the next entry has been confirmed, the franchise's history suggests a new country will once again take center stage. Potential candidates often discussed by fans include regions with diverse geography and strong car cultures, such as South America, the Middle East, or parts of the Southeast Asia. Given Horizon 6's emphasis on cultural integration, future settings will likely aim for an even deeper thematic cohesion rather than simply visual variety. Forza Horizon 6 is not just the next entry in a successful franchise, it is a statement of intent. It refines the open world racing formula while pushing into new territory with its setting and systems and structure. Japan's portrayal elevates the game beyond a sandbox into something closer to a cultural experience. Combined with technical excellence and thoughtful design evolution, Horizon 6 cements the series' position as a definitive racing experience on the Xbox platform. What began as a side project has now become the centerpiece, and with Horizon 6, it is clear that Playground Games is still accelerating forward. Thanks for watching the video. Like, comment and subscribe, and remember to game anywhere and everywhere.